Hello to all traders and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. So we're looking at gold today after it pretty much collapsed on Friday, dropping nearly $100 after what was progressively being quite a big gain for most of 2023. So the NFP numbers weren't the only fundamental data coming out of America. There was also services PMI as well, which exceeded expectations, and obviously the NFP adding over 500,000 new jobs when the consensus was only 185,000 new jobs projected. So really good day in the market for the dollar. We're having corrections across the board, gold, euro, dollar, cable, dollar, yen, anything you can think of regarding the dollar. However, is this just a slight downturn for fundamentals? Are we going to see normal service resume for most of 2023, where it was really looking like the dollar was taking a step back, especially from the hawkish look from the Fed as well. So we're just seeing now what the opportunities are in the market. We'll look on the chart shortly, but as I said, from the early session today, we've seen gold bounce back roughly about $20, but obviously it's got a long way to go. But we did see this kind of correction happen at the beginning of January, where we saw a downturn in most of the pairs and commodities, but then we saw this momentous upturn, which we'll see shortly. So tell me what you think about gold's next direction, and let's take a look on the charts as well to see where we're standing. Well, as you can see here, what I wanted to point out today is we had this $100 move to the downside approximately, but also we had some slight corrections as well at the beginning, well, the end of last year, and we're now looking to see if prices are going to start moving higher, because this slight correction to the downside's already started to make a bit of a recovery. So we might start getting back to this $2,000 area, where a lot of economists were looking by the end of this quarter, it will start testing that particular zone. So what are we talking about now? We're either talking about gold rebounding from the fundamental news, or are we talking about gold actually having more of a sell-off? Well, we have to hit the 1900 handle first of all, but let's just take a look on the 4-hour chart to see how easily that can be done. And what we're looking at now is the fact, I'll just remove the drawings so it's a little bit easy to see. As you can see, RSI tumbled, MACD's tumbled, also stochastics tumbled on Friday, but now we're seeing a little bit more of a pickup. So for me, we're just looking likely that we're going to start seeing possibly the next target being about the 1915 handle once we've touched the 1900 handle. It's looking likely that it will happen again, that we will see possibly another move to the upside in the next week. We've got Fed Jerome Powell's testimony tomorrow as well, which could shake up the markets even further. But obviously, this big sell-off in gold does give opportunities to buyers as well, because obviously retracements, rebounds, etc. can happen most of the time. So just to let you know that the reason we've got this move in the market is for the fundamentals, big sell-off in the market, but it is looking like it could resume normal service in the near term as well. Now, just looking on the DXY, because again, like pretty much the other side of the coin for gold is the fact that the dollar actually went from just hovering above the $100 area. Now it's moved up towards the 103 area. So very, very good movement from the early session on this Monday morning, because usually when the markets open, like we've seen on the gold chart, there is a rebound happening, but for the dollar, there isn't at the moment. So it's looking likely that we could see another kind of upside movement in the near term at least, and then we could possibly have another leg higher. But this is all to do with opening charts on Monday, and as we get into the week, the rest of the fundamentals as well. So just remember that this news was fundamentally driven. It was a big move in the market, but obviously the ripple effects on the next week are completely different. So it's a good move for the dollar, good progression for the dollar, adding over 500,000 new jobs, and the services PMI being very progressive. However, it is looking likely that we could see this kind of fade away as we get into this week. So just let me know what you think, or let me know what you're trading on, and which direction you see gold and the dollar going for the rest of not only this month, but for the first quarter as well. So join me tomorrow for the next Market Insights video, and we'll speak again then. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.